Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen, and welcome back to another of Princess Dental Staffing's live streams. So happy everyone could be here with me today. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about how much does a dental assistant make, and is it worth it? So we're going to be discussing that today, but before we dive into that, just a few announcements. Just want to remind everyone that every week, Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a new live stream with a new topic covering starting and continuing your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to like our page or subscribe to our channel. If you want more information on the topics that we're covering in these live streams, be sure to check out Princess Dental Staffing's website at princessdentalstaffing.com, where you can take a look at their blog, which covers all these topics. You can also create a profile and start searching for jobs in the dental industry as well. Now, if you like the information that we're bringing you, be sure to like this video, drop us a like, and if you have any thoughts, insights, comments, questions on the content that we're talking about, be sure to leave us a comment. And if we couldn't answer your question when this stream was live, of course, we will get to it as soon as possible. Okay, so let's talk about it. How much does a dental assistant make, and is it worth it? Okay, so let's start by breaking down dental assistant salary information. Okay, now for an entry-level position, a dental assistant can expect to make anywhere from $26,000 to $42,000 annually in their gross salary. Okay, now I know that's a huge range, right? I mean, that's a pretty big range. It doesn't really give you any insight on, how much you can expect to make. Well, the reason it's complicated is because it really just depends on where you're located in the United States, right? So let's kind of break this down a little bit more and talk about, we'll talk about some hourly salaries based on geographic location, annual salaries, specific specialty salaries, and we're also going to be doing some salary comparisons with other related job titles as well. Okay, so first, let's start off with some annual salaries. Okay, so on average, annually on the West Coast, let's start with the West Coast. A dental assistant can expect to make $32,000 a year to $46,000 a year. So $32,000 in Utah, and at the high end, $46,000 in Oregon. Okay, in the Midwest, $37,000 in Kansas and $52,000 in Minnesota. So that's a pretty big range as well. But again, just kind of depends on where you are. In the South, $32,000 in Mississippi and at the high end, $39,000 in Florida. And on the East Coast, $40,000 in New York up to $49,000 in New Hampshire. Okay, so you can kind of see how geographic location, of course, affects these different salaries for dental assistants. Really does depend on where you are. Okay. Now, let's break it down to hourly. On the West Coast in California, hourly, you can expect to make $20.81 an hour. Okay. In the Midwest, about $20.22 an hour, $20.22. I know that sounds a little weird, an hour. In the South, about $16.05. And on the East Coast and Virginia, $21.26 an hour. Okay, so that gives you kind of a better grasp on what dental assistants make and where. Okay, so and just how much geographic location really does affect how much you can expect to make. Okay. Now, let's talk about specialties. So, of course, specialty is also going to affect how much you make as a dental assistant as well. So we're going to compare cosmetic dentistry with oral surgery. So in cosmetic dentistry, $40,080 a year is about what you can expect to make as a dental assistant, and that's a national average. Okay, but in oral surgery, you can expect about $43,860 a year. Okay, so you can kind of see a difference there. I mean, on average, about $3,000 more a year. So your specialty is definitely something that you want to consider as well. So if you're thinking about becoming a dental assistant, or you are a dental assistant but you want to find ways to make more money than what you're making now, geographic location is definitely something you're going to want to research, but also you'll want to research specialties as well to decide kind of where you want to go based on salary. Okay. Now, let's talk about some salary comparisons. First up, we're going to compare a dental assistant with a dental hygienist, okay? On average, dental hygienists make about 52% more on average across the country, okay? On average. So let's break that down a little bit more. On the West Coast, okay, specifically in California, a dental assistant can expect to make $20.81 an hour and a hygienist $51.08 an hour. Okay. In the Midwest and Indiana, $20.22 an hour for an assistant and $32.88 for a hygienist. In the South in Louisiana, $16.05 for an assistant and $31.71 for a hygienist. And coming back around to the East Coast in Virginia, $21.26 for an assistant and $38.16 for a hygienist. Okay, so about 52% more is what a hygienist makes. Okay, and a lot of that is just based on job duties, and we've done previous streams, of course, on the differences between dental assistant and dental hygienist, and what the requirements are and those sorts of things. So those are definitely considerations, right, when it comes to salaries as well. So just something to kind of think about. Now, let's compare a dental assistant with a medical assistant, right? Okay, so hourly salaries. Starting on the West Coast in Washington, a dental assistant can expect to make $21.94 an hour on average. Medical assistant, $21.04, okay? Coming around to the Midwest, Minnesota, $21.10 for dental and $20.05 for medical. In the South, Louisiana, $16.05 for dental and $14.45 for medical. And on the East Coast, Massachusetts, $23.45 for dental and $20.09 for medical. So, excuse me, on average, dental assistants make more than medical assistants. And depending on where you are, it could be a few cents more an hour or more than $1 an hour, okay? So it really just kind of depends. Now, lastly, let's compare dental assistant with dental receptionist, okay? So starting again at the West Coast in Washington, dental assistant, $21.94 an hour, and a dental receptionist, $17 an hour, okay? Over in the Midwest in Minnesota, we've got $25.10 for a dental assistant and $15.25 for a dental receptionist. In the South, Louisiana, $16.05 for an assistant, $12.58 for a receptionist. And on the East Coast in Connecticut, $21.50 for an assistant and $17.56 for a receptionist. So definitely a big, definitely a big jump there from receptionist to assistant. Okay, so when you're kind of comparing these different salaries with these similar job titles or industry titles, you can kind of see where the requirements for the position and the job duties for the position really affect how much you make as well. And again, also location as well, because you kind of saw, there were some comparisons where there was a really, really big difference and one where there wasn't so much. So, definitely location, right? So let's get into some FAQs, some frequently asked questions. Do dental assistants make good money? Okay, so let's talk about that. We talked about, now you have a really good idea of what a dental assistant makes, and, depending on, a few different factors. So we have a pretty good idea of that. So is it considered good money? Is that good money? Well, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, national average annual wage of a dental assistant is less than the national average wage for all occupations, but that's comparison to all occupations, right? That's, engineering, that's, human resources, that's all kinds of different occupations. So it's definitely quite a bit less. Okay, definitely below average as compared to all other occupations in the United States. Okay, but of course, again, wages really depend on geographic location, type of practice, your credentials, the amount of education you have, the amount of experience you have. So a lot of different factors can affect, how much you make as a dental assistant, okay? So just some things to kind of keep in mind, okay? So another FAQ, how many hours does a dental assistant work per week? So most dental assistants work regular hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 kind of hours. But usually they work about 35 to 40 hours per week. Sometimes they can work Saturdays and evenings, sometimes holidays as well, sometimes. It just really depends. But generally, if you're a dental assistant, you can expect to work your regular Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 35 to 40 hours a week, okay? Now, how much do certified dental assistants make an hour? So if you're a certified dental assistant, average hourly pay is $17.90 an hour, and that's again across the United States. It's going to depend on location, specialty, and all those sorts of things. Okay. Okay. Do CDAs can CDAs receive benefits? Yeah, they usually do. They can expect benefits that include paid holidays, paid vacation, paid sick leave, pension plans or 401k plans, depending on who you're working for, and health insurance as well. As a matter of fact, according to the Dental Assistant National Board Dental Assistant Salary and Satisfaction Survey, most dental assistants actually get all of those benefits. So you can absolutely expect to receive some benefits, especially if you're working full time. You can definitely expect to receive some benefits, right? Okay. Now, the question of the day: what is the highest paid dental assistant? Where are they? Where are the highest paid dental assistants? And drum roll, please, Alaska. Okay, so highest paying dental assistant jobs can be found in areas like Alaska, and the main reason for that is because there's a high demand but a low supply in Alaska. Okay, so the top paid dental assistants in Alaska make $67,560 a year. So that is very much at the high end. Okay, so again, location. So if you like the winter, maybe consider moving to Alaska, right? All righty. So we talked a little bit today about, we actually talked a lot, really in depth about, what dental assistants can expect to make and what kind of factors affect what they can make. Alaska is cold. Yeah, Sahar, it is. I am not a fan of the cold. Are you guys? Because I am, no. I really cannot. I'm not a fan of snow. I don't like it. I want it to never come back. No, not a snow fan. So I think I'm just gonna. I'll be okay not in Alaska. So today we talked very much in depth about dental assistant salaries. What you can expect in different areas of the United States and the factors that affect your salary, such as location, specialty, and different factors such as what your job tasks, special job tasks, and certifications, extra education, and those sorts of things. So a lot of things to consider if you're considering a career in the dental industry or in the as a dental assistant in the dental industry. A lot of things to consider. So make sure you do your research. By the way, all of the information that I provided for you today was obtained from BLS.gov. That's the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, official website, BLS.gov. Okay, is there any tips you would suggest outside of moving to Alaska to help improve hourly rates? That's a really great question, Sahar. So again, considering different specialties, we talked a little bit earlier about cosmetic dentistry versus oral surgery, and the comparisons there. Okay, so other things that can affect your salary are extra certifications, extra education, and those sorts of things as well. So make sure that you invest in your professional development. Okay, and we also compared a dental assistant to a dental hygienist salary. So if you're considering moving up in your field, you can absolutely go back to school or go back to come back to a program and get a little bit more education and try to get a position as a dental hygienist. And that's what we call in human resources, that's what we call career pathing, okay, career planning, okay? So you can absolutely develop in your field and become a hygienist, and who knows, maybe one day a dentist as well, right? So those are some great ways to do that, okay? So What I am going to do is I'm actually going to include a link on this video to Princess Dental Staffing's blog post about dental assistant salaries, because there is a breakdown that, again, that was obtained from BLS.gov. There is a breakdown per state about what you can expect to make as a dental assistant. I'm not going to go through all of those. It's 50 of them, right? I'm sure you don't want to sit here and like kind of wait for, unfortunately, like, it'd be very unfortunate for you if you lived in Wyoming and you're like just kind of waiting for me to say what your salary can be expected to be. So I am going to post a link down below, and you can check that out, and you can look through each state and kind of do your research that way. Additionally, I want to ask you guys, if you are a dental assistant, if you have been one for a little while, is it worth it? I'm gonna pose the question to you guys, to everyone out there. If you're a dental assistant, do you think it's worth it, and why? Okay, so please be sure to comment below and share your thoughts and insights with everyone. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Thanks for the great questions, and I will be back next week. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. I will be back next week and see you guys with another new topic about your career in the dental industry. See you all soon. Bye.